Hey guys, this is Siddharth here, and I'm coming to you with the fourth day of the video challenge, which I started a couple of days ago. So, if you've been following what I've been doing regarding the various options that I've been providing in terms of starting an online business, on the second day, I basically spoke about obviously how you could start an online business and what are the 5 key resources that you need to start an online business. And yesterday, I went into detail about setting up your website, how you could go about doing that. So if you haven't seen that as yet, you can obviously go to my live, which was yesterday, where I actually covered in detail about setting up a website. So today I'm going to be speaking about creating or using an email autoresponder, and I'll go into detail about why that's very important for your online business. So one of the things about setting up an online business is you want to obviously build a list of people that would be looking to receive information about your product or your service, and there needs to be a process in terms of how you could actually collect those addresses or those email addresses. Now, obviously, currently when people use email, they'll use various programs. So to give you an example, if someone is at a work or a job, basically they could be using something like Microsoft Outlook, and those kinds of programs basically don't allow obviously for a lot of automation, and they don't allow for you to sort of send what we call a bulk email or a broadcast email. So essentially what that is you're sending an email message that goes to as many people at the same time. So you could perhaps want to be sending a message to more than 50 people, going into the hundreds, even the thousands, depending on how many email subscribers that you have through your website or whatever specific option it is that you give them to subscribe to receive information from you. So an email autoresponder basically is a program that allows you to, first of all, collect email subscribers or people that subscribe to receive your content. So what you essentially will have is what's called a capture page. Now, a capture page basically is where you gather their information, so like their name, their email address. And obviously you want a platform that allows you to do this automatically. So the moment they sign up through that capture page, then basically the information goes in the back end of that program so that that information is captured. And what you can do through an email autoresponder is you can obviously collect as many email addresses, and you buy a specific package depending on the program, and based on the number of email subscribers you pay a certain fee, a monthly fee or whatever fee it is that the program charges you. So what's important is obviously having a process where people either through your website or through a specific page like the capture page that I mentioned, can capture that information. And then obviously when people sign up immediately, what you want the program to do is you want it to basically create a series of emails, what we call a campaign, that will basically be sent to them. So the idea is that every time you get a new subscriber or a new person, you don't basically have to go through a manual process where as soon as they sign up, they obviously, you have to keep sending them emails. It's actually automatic. So that's a great thing about email autoresponders. Now, email autoresponders also are very important from that aspect for marketing purposes, because remember I mentioned that when you start an online business, you obviously are going to be marketing a product or a service, and you want people to gain an interest in that product or service that you're looking to offer. So the idea is that you can obviously create a full, following of people, what we call a list. And the reason is your list sort of becomes your asset or your online asset. So every time you basically email, people. Now, what you need to keep in mind is obviously that when you start emailing people, some people are not obviously going to immediately access those emails. Some people obviously get busy. There's other reasons where, for example, the times or the time of the day that you send an email out. So not everyone gets to see that email immediately. But the idea is that as you start building your followers or your email subscribers to your product or your service or whatever it is that you're doing through your website, they obviously know who you are. They start connecting with you. And the idea behind email marketing is that you want to connect with your followers. So email autoresponders basically help you in the email marketing process as well. Where you can obviously have an automated campaign going through, or you can obviously send what's called a broadcast. So you can send a message immediately to all your lists on the platform, so that it obviously delivers it automatically to everyone. And the great thing about email autoresponders is that they allow you to obviously get certain metrics, so you can track who exactly is using opening your emails and viewing your emails. And if you've got links in the emails, then obviously people can see what are people interacting with or clicking on, so they can see the click rate, and that's very important in email marketing. So in terms of email autoresponders, there's quite a few programs out there. The two that are most popular that I've seen, obviously through my experience working online and using email marketing, is one called GetResponse and another one called Aweber. Now, obviously there's certain factors that distinguish between different email autoresponders. What I would suggest is try and obviously see programs that offer you, a trial, maybe for like 30 days, because you obviously want to see certain things like deliverability. Are they actually delivering most of your emails to most of your clients or your subscribers? And obviously additional benefits, they give you additional features. What's happened now lately is there's been a lot of new email autoresponders that are coming on the market. And it's a case of, obviously trying various programs. What I would suggest is try and stick with one program that basically allows you to market to, different lists, for example. And the reason you want to do that is because you don't want to keep changing, because a lot of these email autoresponders also allow you to integrate with your website. So for example, there's email autoresponders that allow you to integrate with a website that obviously uses WordPress, which I spoke about. Hey Paul, good to see you here. Thanks for joining in the video. So like it's really important that you identify the right email autoresponder. What I would suggest is you can look at the one that I'm currently using for my marketing, which is the website that I've given on this live, www.successwithsid.com. And that program, basically what I like about it is it allows you to promote more than one business. So you could promote a primary business online and you can promote another business. And what's great with this program is that it actually allows you to see who exactly is opening your emails, who's interacting with your emails. But at the same time, what it does is if it finds that there are people that are not interacting with your emails within like 30 to 60 days, then what happens is basically it'll actually start following up with those specific people, so that it takes care of a lot of the things that you don't have to do. And the key with an online business is automation. The idea is you want to have a system. Now, obviously, when it comes to building authority, building a brand, like I mentioned, you want to connect with your followers. You obviously can't have everything completely automated. So it can't always be 100% automated. There needs to be some kind of interaction with your followers. So that is why I suggest you do broadcasts as well on a daily basis. And the other thing you want to also see is that with an autoresponder, you wanted to see if it can actually offer you the ability to create capture pages. Like I mentioned, a capture page is where it grabs the information of the person interested in your product or your service. So like the name and the email address. If it offers you that option to create capture pages or have preset templates of capture pages, that's even better. That means you don't have to actually spend time creating those yourself. And also what's essential is to have what's called landing pages. So landing pages is basically just another page of a website that has certain content on it. So a landing page could be used, for example, where someone signs up to be on your list to receive information about your product or your service, and then obviously they receive a thank you page or an acknowledgement page, which is basically put on a landing page. I just want to see. Hi Anumami, good to see you here. Hi Robert, thanks a lot. That's really good to see that this information is valuable. Guys, remember also, please share this video if you think this content actually is very valuable, or if you think this information really helps someone else. So yeah, if you are starting out and you are looking to start with an email autoresponder, obviously the first thing I would suggest is make sure you've got your website set up, because you want to set up your brand, your authority, your product or your service, so that people know exactly what it is that you're offering. And the next thing is you want to obviously start building your email list, and then I'll speak about that in terms of generating traffic, which will be my day after tomorrow actually. So, guys, if there's any other information that you feel you need clarity on, please put a comment on this video. Send me a message if you're watching this on Facebook. You can connect to me or connect on my fan page. And yeah, just ask me anything that you feel you're not really sure about. Be sure to visit my website, siddharthbauer.com. I've obviously got a couple of blogs there from the video challenge, and if you guys missed any information, you can obviously catch up on those. So just want to thank everyone who actually joined on this particular live, and I will see you in tomorrow's live. Take care, guys. Bye.